I have never heard such absolute, I don't want to say BS, the BS word, but I've never heard such utter tripe in my life like I have from these internet sleuths and Clouseaus who say nothing about Diddy, but somehow think that their evaluations and commentary is going to lead to his conviction. They don't say anything. What is he charged with federally? What? Trafficking, having an internet, having a kind of a racketeering enterprise or conspiracy. What do all these freak-offs have to do with anything? And they use the lubricant that they buy in bulk at Costco to put the GHB and insert it rectally. Have you heard this story? What are you talking about? What are these people talking about? They just get around and they talk about nothing. Where is the proof of these charges? And let me tell you what also he's going to do. He's going to sit back and say, let me tell you something. I don't have any money. I've got everything mortgaged and leveraged out the arse. You're not going to find anything about that. You're not going to get anything done about this. Nothing's going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not going to find me guilty, and there's going to be nothing for you to take because I don't own anything. I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm one of the many hundreds of stars that don't own the doorknob. I'm a part of a world you'll never understand. I'm a part of a group of people who are part of the black intelligentsia, the black entertainment cognoscenti, and you can talk all you want about Oprah and Tyler Perry, and you can listen to Cat Williams, who I think is the most profound. You don't understand what's happening. You're not going to touch me because there's nothing to touch. I don't have any stars. What am I going to do? Let's say I've got a picture of, let's say Denzel Washington wearing a woodchuck outfit squatting over a goldfish bowl. I've got a picture of that. I'm just saying, hypothetically. What does this mean? Nothing. It means nothing. Nothing. People are confusing Diddy with that guy on the island who... What are you going to find from him? Nothing. Where do you think you're going with this? Nothing. Nothing. And I listen to this and, this and this. And the more if I were Diddy, I said, keep talking. Talk about Diddy and Tupac and Biggie and Suge Knight and this one and Cassie. And it gets into this big Gordian knot of confused anger and what happens? You know what you have at the end? Nothing. Where is the evidence of this? And what I would tell Diddy, if I represented him, is that we're going to go to trial. And we're going to take every single trial. We're going to go because you're not... there is no plea deal. So let's just confuse the hell out of this. Save all your money. Don't make any, let them sue you all they want. You're going to go into bankruptcy. If these people get $1,500, good for you. Good for them. It's all going to go to lawyers' fees anyway, so don't worry about it. And we're going to put each one on and we're going to say, okay, prove it. Prove it. Witness number one, what did you do? Were you forced? Did I put a gun to your head? No. How were you trafficked? How were you made or coerced to do this? Fraud or coercion. How were you doing this? What did I do to you? What did we do to you? Tell me what I did. It was a party. You knew exactly what it was. Okay, fine. We use lubricant and baby oil that we buy at Costco by the 50-gallon drum, the industrial size. Okay, and we fill it with GHB and all kinds of narcoleptic, narcotizing, hypnotic, hypnophobogenic, whatever. And we knock people out. Okay, fine. Prove it. Prove it. Now, boys, children, different story. You want to put that over here. If you want to talk about that, all bets are off. But I'm not hearing that. Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm hearing about just pictures of Diddy. Oh, here's a picture of Diddy with Oprah. Here's a picture of Diddy with Obama. Who cares? Because Americans in particular don't know probable cause from reasonable doubt. They think that where there's smoke, there's fire. And they think that as long as they can show some kind of a weird, kind of a tenuous patchwork of connectivity between him and this one, forget it. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you very, 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 very critically. Let me explain this to you. You don't know linear thinking. You don't, not you, but they don't know linear thinking. Does A equals B? Does B equals C? Where are we going with this? You're throwing out junk at me. What? He beat up Cassie. Okay. What? What does this have to do with this? I don't know. Show the video. Show the video. If I were Diddy's lawyers, I'd show the video again. Show it again. What the hell does this have to do with anything? Not only that, if it makes it into the trial under a 403 argument, because his probative value is outweighed by his tendency to confuse and prejudice. Listen, let me tell you something. The best thing in the world for anybody, if you commit a crime today, is let everybody talk about it. Let everybody come in. Let all the sleuths come in. Let all of the Clouseaus come in. Let all of these geniuses come in and weigh. And they knew this. And what about this? And then you get the names. And a lot of people aren't familiar with all of this. What about Diddy Doo Fitty 55 Fum and Hoop Dot Diddy Diddy Shitty Pity and Big D and Little L and Big Mama Do and people are saying, what the hell is this all about? The other guy on the island, very simple. That case has been concluded because all of that exploited evidence has already been taken and it's under safekeeping to be used to stop and to encourage things simultaneously. But what do you have here? Tell me what are you going to do? Oh my God. Let's say I've got a picture of Denzel Washington in a parrot outfit. What do you think that's going to do? Ask Woody Allen how this affects him. Ask anybody, with the exception of Bill Cosby. That was a different story. They were ready for Bill Cosby. So what I'm saying is, the best thing to do is, if you want to get Diddy, think about what you're saying. If you want him to walk, keep this up. Keep this yammering up. Keep this and confuse and make people sick of the case so that, especially as there's a transition with the new administration, some new DOJ head says, what are we doing? Why is this a federal case? This should be either New York or California or even Florida. Does this make sense to you? Good. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, and comment as you see fit.